In this tutorial, you will learn how to manage your users in Wormed. It's important to know that only those with super admin access can add and update their user's profile information, and I will explain a little bit more about that in a moment. After logging into your account, go to the name at the top of the page, and in the drop-down menu under your name, click the settings icon to bring up your account information. And then on the navigation bar on the left of your screen, under Account, click the Users and Staff link. And then on the Users and Staff page, click on the green Add New User button. This will bring up the Add New User page, and the fields highlighted in pink are the required fields. So first, you'll input the user's email address. This email should be unique across the entire Wormed service. You should know that you can also be a user of multiple accounts, and if the database recognizes the email address, it will ask if this user already exists, and if they already exist, you'll just specify the role that they'll have in your particular account. Once you fill in the email address, you'll be asked to confirm that address, and then fill in the full name of the user that you are creating, and then give them a role. So there are 4 sets of permissions that can be selected from the pull-down menu. The first one is the super admin, and this is the highest level of power provided to a user. A user at that level manages account information, they update application settings, as well as use the application. They can also grant more powerful access to other users, which I will explain how in just a moment. So the next level of permission is the administrator. It's the second highest level of power, and they can manage the extension settings, and then in addition to using the application. And then finally, the user is simply someone who uses the application. They cannot access any account settings. And the viewer can only search for patients and view records, and they're not able to create or update or delete any records. After you've assigned the role, you'll want to assign a password. When adding a password, choose one that you don't use anywhere else and change your password on occasion. Strong passwords typically contain 6 or more characters, at least 1 lowercase character, at least 1 uppercase character, and at least 1 digit or number. Finally, after you've assigned the password, confirm the password, re-enter it. You can check this send email box, which will send a welcome email to the new user. And the email contains Wormed user information, including their password. And from there, you could have the user change their password after receiving the email if you want. When all the information is entered, click the green Add User button, and the new user has now been successfully added to your Wormed account, and you'll return to the Users and Staff main page. And this is where you'll see a list of all your users. Now, there will be times when you need to update a current user's email address, alter a permission level, change a password, or delete a user from the account. And on this Users and Staff page, you'll see the list of all your users, and this is where you can complete any updates or changes. If you want to delete a user, just click the red trash can icon. The user will be deleted immediately, and you don't need to complete any additional steps. If you want to update a user's email, their name, their role, or their password, click on the user's email. It will open up this new page, and you can change their email, their role, or their passwords. You should know that if you do change any of these features and you leave the password blank, that means that the password will remain unchanged. But if you do change the password, you will have to confirm it and then click on the green Update User button, and that will save your changes. And just a note on user authorizations. So you'll see below the user's profile, there's specific authorizations for the user. So these authorizations are set by default based on the role that the user has been assigned. However, the super admin has power to modify these settings by checkmarking the box under Allow or Forbid, and this will give certain users access or no access to certain features or certain tasks. And that is how you manage your users in Wormed.